Good morning, Hope Church. Keith Becker, one of the pastors here, and I want to bring you your daily hope today. God's word says in Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith." This verse has some powerful meanings to me. You got to understand it's in the context. Hebrews 11 lists all these great things that people of ancient did with God's help, and they called them by faith. Abraham did this. By faith, Moses did this. And even by faith, people did things that were not credited to them, and they had to go through real hardships. And it's all stated there. And then verse 1 of chapter 12 says, "Therefore, because of these great cloud of witnesses, we're surrounded by them. Let's throw off our sin and run this race." And that's the first thing I want to talk about. For whatever reason, when one of the things I've developed a real love of here in the Red River Valley is going on canoe trips. And there's definitely some white water in the springtime up on the Pembina River near Walhalla. You can get some rapids. But for the most part, rivers around the river are pretty flat, pretty staid. And you learn to say, what other beautiful things can I look for? And on the Red River, there is some massive cottonwoods. They line the riverbanks. They're tall and majestic, and then you take a canoe trip down, they're almost like a sentinel of army folks. And when I canoe down that, I envision this great cloud of witnesses, these tall cottonwoods standing there. Go, Keith. You run that race. You leave that sin behind. You move towards me. And it's an imagery. Every time I canoe it, or if some of us are runners down by the Greenway, if you notice those big cottonwoods, they're cheering you on, saying, run the race. Imagine those great cloud of witnesses. So that's kind of the context I go into this. So with that context, then it says, run this race with this great cloud of witnesses, and it says, fixing our eyes on Jesus. That's the first thing I want to talk about, fixing our eyes on Jesus. There's an old hymn that says, fix your eyes upon Jesus, and the things of this world will grow strangely dim. It's when you're feeling it and there's chaos in your life around you right now, and I bet most of us have some form of chaos or some concerns going on, but if we redirect from the concerns and the chaos to fix our eyes on Jesus, the things of this world will grow strangely dim. You'll still have to deal with the chaos. They don't go away, but you'll have strength or new perspective, or something's going to go on. And you're going to have a great cloud of witnesses. Read about what Moses, what Abraham, what David, these great characters. Just go back and read. They're cheering you on, saying, we went through it. God got us through. You can do it. God's going to get you through. And that really leads me to my second point. It says the second point is God is the pioneer of your faith. Don't forget any point. If you have Jesus in your heart, Jesus called you first. It wasn't you going and looking for Jesus. Something about Jesus, he pursued you. He's the pioneer. He's the one who's moving towards you right now. And I want you to remember that in this time of chaos and uncertainty, the God of the universe is moving. He's pioneering towards you. So fix your eyes on Jesus and let him move towards you. And the last thing is really simple. He's the perfecter. I don't know about you, but I know a lot of us out there trying to do our best to live for God, and that's good. That's called, sanctification or holiness, and it's good. But who is the perfecter of us? Who is it that's doing that work? Oh, it says right here. It's Jesus who is the perfecter of our faith. And every once in a while, I have to take a deep breath and go, I don't feel like I'm living super good for you, Lord, and I need, but something reminds me, you're the one doing something in me. I give you permission, God. I surrender my life to let you make me more like you. And it's not about me trying to work harder or do more. It's an element of surrendering. And that's hard work too, because you have to go through and say, God, how do I surrender more of my, whether it be angers or desires or time management or whatever it is, you got to surrender it. Even relationships, I surrender hard relationships back to you. That takes work, but God says, I'm the one that's going to perfect it. And I don't know about you, but this verse is so encouraging to me to know there's people who've gone before who encourage me to fix my eyes on Jesus, let him be the pioneer and move towards me, and then perfect me. And I hope this brings you good hope today.